Hi everyone, Donut here. I apologize for not making much content on this channel. I've been heavily focusing on my stream Monday through Friday and also my second YouTube channel. That YouTube channel is called Donut Operator TV and it's all the highlights from my streams. Unfortunately, during my live streams, I can't cover shootings. That's why I'm here to talk to you guys today. Quick, before we go any further, Brandon's running for Congress again. You can help him by going to BrandonHerreraForCongress.com. You ever watch a police video where you're like, all right, that was probably the worst part, but then it ends up that wasn't the worst part? It just keeps getting worse.
My whole life.
Well, today we've got machetes, stolen cop cars, and shotguns, and a moment that'll make you clench so hard your spine might compress.
I mean it this time.
I mean, I would love to sit here and tell you that all this happened in Florida. It sounds about Florida, but somehow Illinois is trying to steal that title this week. But first, a word from our sponsor. Sponsor for this video is Aura. Spammers and telemarketers suck. We all get them, we all hate them. That's where Aura comes in. They can help stop all those annoying calls and emails that fill up your inbox. There are companies out there called data brokers that make billions every year by selling your information to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. You can ask them to remove your information, which they are legally obliged to do, but they make the process confusing and hard on purpose. That's where Aura comes in and why I recommend them to my family and friends. They go through and automatically remove your information from all of these websites and keep your information off. Trust me, it's fun as hell to screw with the telemarketers when they call, but God, it gets tiring getting so many calls and messages. And right now, you can test them out with a 14-day free trial by going to aura.com/donut. In addition to telling all these data brokers to kick rocks, Aura also offers alerts if your personal information is found on the dark web, real-time alerts for credit and banking, 24/7 monitoring to keep your identity secure, a secure VPN, antivirus software, password manager, and more. Let's say something does happen. Well, your Aura membership includes $5 million in identity theft insurance protection. They have US-based support and fraud experts standing by 24/7 to help you out. Like I said, get 14 days free by going to aura.com/donut. First off, I want to show you guys something cool, but a little story goes with this. Back in 2016 in Dallas, there was a Black Lives Matter protest going on. A man by the name of Michael Xavier Johnson decided, well, he doesn't like how police are treating black people, so he took a gun and he killed 5 police officers. During this attack, he also injured 9 other police officers. This was actually one of the deadliest days for law enforcement since 9/11. After a bunch of gunfights and over 200 shots being fired between the police and Johnson, they chased him into a library building and he positioned himself where the only way to get to him was down a long corridor, so a fatal funnel. In order to save officers' lives, they attached C4 to a bomb robot, drove it up to Johnson, and blew him up. I made a shirt commemorating this incident over at Bunker Branding a couple of years ago. It's still up there. Point behind this story: bomb robot smoked that guy. F***ing hilarious. I got to looking on eBay and found a military surplus bomb robot. That's what this is. I would like to play around with R2FU. Target spotted. Just your common robot in the UK right now. I've been playing with it on stream. I just wanted to show you guys. I got my own R2FU. On to shootings. First, let's be thankful Michigan just gave us a story so dumb, so funny, and so weirdly effective that it deserves its own Hall of Fame spot right next to the legendary Acorn Cop incident. We've got hostages, we've got cops with drones, and we have a 24-ounce bottle of Faygo Red Pop, somehow being the most effective negotiator in the entire building. June 27, 2025, Saginaw Township, Michigan. It's a normal Friday afternoon, and maybe you're just working at your local bank. You're looking forward for lunch, and you're looking even more forward to the weekend coming up. Maybe your paycheck's about to hit your bank account. It's gonna be a great day. Then suddenly a guy walks in with a gun and takes you and all your coworkers hostage, and kicks off one of the dumbest high-stakes hostage situations ever. Of course, SWAT shows up, negotiators show up, they all bring drones so they can get a look at this guy and figure out what's going on. At one point, a Michigan State police officer comes up with a silly-ass plan. It's so insane, it works. I mean, if it works, it works. They load up a drone and attach a bag to it. What's inside the bag? A 24-ounce bottle of Faygo Red Pop. If you've never had a Faygo, you've probably never lived in a trailer before. It's basically what happens when you take cough syrup and dump a pound of sugar into it.
And actually, it's bad for democracy.
Well, somehow this bottle of Faygo becomes the key to ending this deadly standoff. The drone comes in and starts lowering the Faygo down to the suspect through a window. It's like getting snacks delivered from a futuristic vending machine, or taking a shotgun and shooting one of those Amazon delivery drones. It's like ski shooting, but with prizes. Here's where this story gets better, though. As the guy reaches for the Faygo, because why would you not? He exposes himself through the building's glass windows. You know what snipers in love when you expose yourself through the building's glass windows. Police spot him, trooper takes the shot, hostage rescued, game over. Hostage comes out injured but alive and taken to the hospital. And somewhere in Michigan, I guarantee you there's a couple of SWAT teams placing a bulk order for Faygo. It's probably the only thing that SWAT and Insane Clown Posse fans have in common. But hey, it worked. Next up, I'm going to talk about a story that's so embarrassing and confusing. I was sure it came from California. But no, it turns out the UK is trying to compete. So imagine this, you're sitting in school, you're already bored out of your fucking mind, mostly because you got one of those health teachers that talks about drugs and alcohol like they've only ever seen a beer in their life. You know, they're not cool like us. And then suddenly it's a rave you really don't want to go to. Loud music blasting, the teacher's chugging what looks like orange juice, but it smells like grandpa's nighttime drink. Next thing you know, the whole class is doing the Macarina like it's 1997 at a wedding reception.
Hey, Macarina!
That's exactly what happened in Wales. A teacher showed up to class hammered, guzzled booze from a water bottle, called the kids little shits and flicked them off. Okay, this teacher's awesome.
She is not wrong.
I've seen bad teachers, I've seen lazy teachers, but this teacher, kind of legendary. It didn't stop there though. Students started getting a little rowdy because, you know, you turned health class into a rave. The teachers got in their faces, cussed them all, flicked them off even more, and basically cut a WWE promo to a bunch of 16-year-olds. And yes, all of this was caught on camera, mostly because in classic fashion, the teacher denied everything until the footage showed otherwise. And before any of you ask, the part about this story is I can't show you. Kids were involved in this. At the end of the day, the school ended up firing the teacher, and they can never teach again. I just thought that was kind of funny and wanted to share it with you. It's news or something. Let's watch a shooting for today's death porn. For today's shooting video. Let's head over to the bustling metropolis of Macon, Illinois. Where the fuck is that? May 3rd, 2025. Officers get a call to the PV Quick Stop gas station for a guy casually waving around a machete at customers. It just be like that sometimes. Nothing says I need gas like a machete-wielding suspect showing up to your gas pump. Deputies from the Macon County Sheriff's Office and an officer from Decatur Park PD pull up. And they immediately realize, yep, this guy is not going to cooperate.
You got lots of ways out, brother. This ain't the end, man. This just, come on now. We're in this thing together. Come on now.
Here's where it starts to get a little bit spicy. Of course, officers try to contain the scene. The suspect, a 38-year-old local machete enthusiast, decides he just wants to steal a cop car instead.
Now, he just stole a squad car. He just stole a squad.
Now I know what you're thinking. How the hell did this guy just jump into a running patrol car? Well, I don't know either. Reports don't say. But judging from the footage, it looks like in all the chaos of the officers trying to block traffic, talk to Machete Man, and keep people safe, somebody forgot rule number 1 of squad car ownership. Don't leave your cop car running where a criminal can drive off with it.
Dude, where's my car?
Now we got a machete-wielding, cop car stealing psychopath driving around with police trying to catch their own patrol car. But wait, it gets even more insane. Our suspect doesn't exactly run very long because within moments he crashes the stolen patrol car into another patrol car. Let's take a look at that from the officer's point of view. Now, as nasty as that hit was, this is the part where shit really hits the fan. Because when the suspect steps out of the wrecked cruiser, he's no longer wielding a machete. That's right, he's holding a shotgun now.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Dude looks totally deranged. Obviously, the moment that a suspect jumps out of a stolen police car, now with his shotgun, you've reached the shoot him before he can shoot you levels of justified force. And so officers open fire. The suspect's taken down, of course not fatally, because the suspect can get shot 40 times and live. The cop gets shot in the pinky finger and dies instantly. That's life.
Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. Get down on the ground! Get down on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground right now! On the ground!
He's rushed to the hospital for treatment. The officer who was rammed during the attack was taken to the hospital also, but thankfully he was released the same day.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
And as for our suspect, not only did he get a little bullet ouchie, he caught 6 felonies. State's attorney said the officers are cleared. Of course, dude had a shotgun, stole a cop car, and rammed a cop. At that point, he practically already handed the officers an invitation to shoot you. Deadly force was definitely authorized. But hey, what do you guys think? Do you think it was justified? Should have hit him with that Fago. Let me know what you thought about this incident in the comments below. If you want to help support the channel, watch me stream, watch my new channel, Donut Operator TV. Subscribe to Pepperbox, or go on over to donutoperator.com to buy some merch and see what I do on all these other platforms. Until next time, please have a fantastic day.
Whack.